Hello. Welcome to another episode of WGLC. Now, what is the live clip that we have today? What song, what artist are we going to analyze today? Well, what I want to do because I really and that people who know me, people who know the podcast, people who just know me as a musician know that I'm not against electronica. I love a lot of that South American, Argentine or Paraguayan um, electronica music. I really do, and I love a lot of. Even in Eastern Europe, there's been a lot of electronica music that's really great. Heck, I like Russian pop for crying out loud. I like Nyusha. I'll do an episode about her one day. Um, but no. Well, what I want to do now is take essentially, I want to take a performance by Neil Young. And this is important for me because this is a performance from 1971. A guy with an acoustic guitar that's mic'd up. He's sitting down and he's got a microphone for his vocals, a microphone for his guitar. And there are a lot of artists who can perform like this today. There really are. 99.68431% of them you don't even know of. I don't even know of. They're in their bedroom. They're making YouTube videos. Is what they're doing. There's a lot of talent out there. But Neil Young is a great example, and I want to. I have to start this episode off by saying that I love Neil Young as a vocalist and as a songwriter. Um, I know I've criticized a little bit of how, like, sometimes during concerts he just goes into like this 10-minute long guitar solo, and that's not what Artie wants when he watches Neil Young. I just love the raw talent he has vocally and the amazing ability he has to write music that just kind of goes right to your soul. I like that. Um, when I want to watch someone solo on the guitar for 10 minutes straight, Neil Young isn't the person I go and look for. Um, but I don't think there's a better songwriter out there. And this is the video we're going to analyze is a perfect reason, a perfect explanation as to why he became so big when he became big. The talent he had, the focus he put on. I'm just shutting my ringer off just in case. Don't want any weird interruptions. Um, the focus he put on his vocals, the focus he put on his songwriting, and how he just kind of like dumped himself. You can tell as he sat down and wrote his music that it was a very visceral and even cathartic experience for him. And he passes that on to the viewer. So I'm going to get right into this. I'm going to share my screen. I need to remember to share sound, otherwise, we're in trouble. Okay. Here we are here, and you know what's weird? I've noticed I am like a small box on your upper right hand corner of your screen right now, and I think all you see is like my instruments behind me and my arm waving. I don't know why Zoom does that, but at some point, depending upon you know what I decide to do moving forward with these videos, at some point I'll get something that's a little bit better. Now, before we watch this video, I'm going to put a link down below. I'm going to put all the information down below, like I always do. I do not own any of this, okay? So I don't want royalties. I don't expect royalties. This is copyrighted material. It belongs to, it's ASCAP, Big Deal Music, UMPI, AMRA, and I'll put all the licensing information in the description. I don't own any of these rights, so any ads or any royalties or anything like that should go directly to the owner of this content. But that being said, let me get right back into the screen sharing, and we'll just start off this video with commentary about how awesome Neil Young is, and especially this will help us understand why he made it so big when he made it. Okay, so here we are. Here, I'm just gonna start it off.
Thank you. This is a new song I wrote about my ranch. I live on a ranch in California.
And he does. He lives on a ranch in California, and it's kind of funny. Let me get up to the. I'm going to share the whole desktop. Okay, I'm sharing the whole desktop now. This is the ranch in California. This is where he lives. And I believe it's called Broken Arrow Ranch, and I think he put it up for sale in 2020, and then something happened, and he didn't sell it, and now he still lives there. It looks like a beautiful place. But anyways, okay, let's get right back into, I'm going to share the desktop, and I can just switch over. Oh, you know what? Okay, ready? Let's do this.
I just bought it a while ago from these two lawyers.
Love the story.
There was an old man living on it. I don't know if you have things like that here, like foreman on ranches. He's like an old caretaker, takes care of all the cows, fences and everything. So I wrote this song for him.
All right, I have to start off by saying my favorite stuff that Neil Young does is this simple acoustic stuff. And he can do this at the piano. He can do it at the guitar. He plays harmonica too. He just plays and sings, and the songwriting and song alone is just so amazing.
Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were.
So I love the and I know I'm stopping the music and everything. I'll put links down below to all this stuff. I'll put links down below to anything that Neil Young related, and of course I'll put a link down to this song down below. I love the reverb in the voice. I love how he just automatically starts singing and he's like in tune. He doesn't need to start singing and then figure out where he is and then kind of get himself in tune. He just sang. He created a singing style without ever having to rely on editing into auto-tune, and we can see that here.
Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you
Were. You hear that vibrato on the word were? It just reminds me of like a trumpet vibrato. It's very, the way I can just feel in the chest. I don't know if he's using his chest like as much as I think he is, but just such a nice vibrato. Really nice vibrato.
Old man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life. 24 and there's so much more. Live alone in a paradise that makes me think of two.
So, this, not only are his lyrics amazing, but there's something about when Neil Young writes a song, especially when he was younger and just getting started, when he wrote his music, there was just something so amazing about it. It's like every song he wrote was a movie. I don't know. I don't even know if that makes sense. But there's so much tied into a song. If you're a Neil Young fan, if you go back and listen to every song, it's like this gigantic story. He's not just singing a song, he's not even just telling a story, he's creating a fantasy, he's creating a world from something simple in life and putting so much beauty and emotion into it. And I love it. The lyrics, the control over his voice, everything. All right, let's go back.
Love lost such a cost. Give me things that don't get lost, like a coin that won't get tossed, rolling home to you. Like a coin that won't get tossed, rolling.
Like a coin that won't get tossed. Even the word tossed, he had to drop it down a couple of notes. And it sounds like there's a bit of a waver there, but there's really not. It's just him going in and out of his melody that he has written. This beautiful melody, and it's a very gradual arrival at the note. The won't get tossed, and it's just very very nice. And he doesn't hit it right away. He kind of slides into it. It's just everything about this performance, and it's a live performance. Of course, there was editing and whatever they had to do in post production, but there was no auto tune in 1971. I can promise you that.
Get lost, like a coin that won't get tossed, rolling home to you.
Okay, I just have to prepare you here. All right, and I know I'm stopping the song a lot. Like I said, I'll put the link down below. Just click on it, watch the song, and enjoy it. Right? Okay, you can enjoy the song another time. He's about to sing a chorus. Listen to his range. Listen to the control that he has over his range. And you tell me, does this exist today? Where are the vocalists that can do this today? He's just an amazing vocalist. He really, really is. Let me go back. Ready? Just listen.
Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. I want look in my eyes and you can tell that's true.
I mean, I'm not crazy, right? I'm not crazy. This type of talent is amazing. I mean, just he doesn't miss a note. His pitch, his control, his beautiful vibrato, and a little bit of grit in that phrasing. And the words he's singing, everything about it. He doesn't miss a beat. It just flows. It's just absolutely amazing. I'm going to go back. Let's do it again. All right, we'll just go back a little bit. Just hear it one more time.
Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through.
Oh, God.
I want look in my eyes and you can tell that's true.
And then he just drops it right back down.
Lullabies, look in your eyes, run around the same old town. Doesn't mean that much to me, to mean that much to you.
So we have a man who's supremely passionate about his lyrics and his thoughts. Doesn't mean that much to me, to mean that much to you. Just everything about these lyrics and the vocal melody that he chose to write to accompany this song. Who is writing music like this today? Honestly, comment below if you know of anyone who's writing that. Of course, there are a few artists that I think that are doing a decent job today. But when you listen to this song, can you think of an artist today, one of today's artists that does this. I would just love to hear what your thoughts are. I would absolutely love to hear it.
Around the same old town doesn't mean that much to me, to mean that much to you. I've been first and last. Look at how the time goes past. But I'm all alone at last, rolling home to you. Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you.
Oh, my God.
I need someone to love me the whole day through.
There's grit there.
I want look in my eyes and you can tell that's true.
Okay, and then the song, I mean, there's only a few seconds left. It just trails off. I won't even play the ending. You can go Google it or YouTube it. I'll put the link below. You can watch the whole song in its entirety. But I just need to mention again, I've got to mention again, who's doing this today? Who? You tell me. Put a comment below. Who is writing music like this today? Now, honestly, if you're Neil Young and you're in the 70s and you're writing this type of music, you can sit at the piano, play, sing, whatever. You don't need to play an instrument crazy. You don't. You don't need to play a master guitar. You don't need to be the Jimi Hendrix. You don't need to be Raymond Zarek on the keyboard. Some virtuoso at an instrument. To me, this is virtuosity. It really is. Here you have a guy who has perfect control over where he goes vocally. Bam, hits the notes. But not only does he have control over the actual notes he's singing, he knows how to add emotion, vibrato at the last word of a phrase, raspiness and grit, along with that smooth sound. How do you start off a phrase? You bring it up an octave, you start off a phrase, you come in smooth. Halfway through that phrase, you sound raspy and gritty, and then you have a vibrato at the end. And it's a very perfect vibrato. It's very subtle, but it doesn't go up and then go up a little bit, and then, you know what I'm saying? It's not one of those vibratos. And I've made that mistake on the trumpet where I'm using a vibrato and it's like up high, and then, it's not like smooth like this. It's kind of like, it's all over the place. And when he sings when he's using his vocal vibrato, it's a very even vibrato, and it just kind of penetrates you. It's like, that's so good. 1971, no auto-tune. Dude, 2 microphones, and his guitar. And that voice is amazing. That song, the lyrics, the story, everything about it is absolutely amazing. That's the Neil Young I fell in love with. I think he's great. I don't watch him as much today as whenever I watch Neil Young now, whenever I go to YouTube and look for a Neil Young song, oh my God, it's this old stuff. It is. It's the stuff from the 70s. And he's got tons of great music, great lyrics with so much depth. War of Man. Just everything about him. But I wanted to review this song. Look at the song. It's got tons of views too. How many views does this have? Come on. Let's go. How many views you got here? 75 views. No, I'm just kidding. 75 million views, right? People appreciate, sorry, I'm racking my desk here. People appreciate this music. They really do. But we have a lot of young artists today. There are a lot of people out there who are talented and who have a nice voice. Like I think Miley Cyrus has a nice voice. I think Lady Gaga has a nice voice. I think there's a lot of people out there who have nice voices and whatever. And um, how many people can you name can pick up a guitar, play, and execute a perfect vocal performance with not just hitting notes, but hitting your heart, putting all the emotion and everything into the storytelling? I don't know of too many artists today that can do that. And I'm talking even some of the best, you know? Let me know what you think below. I just wanted to um, do something for this video series, WGLC. I think that it's a good video series. I love these older clips. I will do a lot more reviews of these older clips, and I will look forward to your comments down below. So, again, this is Artie Astor, your host. Thanks for listening.